And you're listening to Bradford and Beyond with John and Nita. John?
Yes, so the writer and poet Benjamin Zephaniah, remembered as a titan of British literature. Sadly, his death was announced this morning by his family, and Benjamin was 65 years old. So he died on Thursday with his wife by his side, and he'd been diagnosed with a brain tumour 8 weeks ago, a statement on his Instagram said. So we've lost a brilliant man. We've lost a national treasure, really, and a wonderfully creative man. People may know him through recent television appearances or may be familiar with his writings. Anyway, I'm very pleased to say that we can speak to Bradford poet Mycall about Benjamin and pay tribute to him. So, Mycall, welcome to Bradford and Beyond.
Yes, well, thank you for having me.
I'm
pleased to be here.
Okay. Were you aware that Benjamin was ill? I hadn't twigged, but...
Well, just to get my name right, it's Israel.
Is it? Okay.
What it's spelled in the Jamaican style as in Israel.
Thank you.
You
right.
get me? But it's Israel. And
Israel,
it's
correct.
Mycall, and it's Mycall. Israel. You get the Jamaican twang.
Okay.
All right.
I'll try.
Yeah.
But you're always going to be better at it than I am.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won the cricket yesterday. I just want to point that out.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well done. I used to follow the cricket, but
Okay.
I don't follow it
Well,
anymore.
West Indies won the first, but anyway, back to Benjamin.
I only heard today.
Right.
A friend of mine, Mr. Patrick Coley, big up your status, Patrick. He sent me a text today, and I'm shocked. I'm in shock. You know what I mean?
Did you know Benjamin at all? Had you met him?
No, I've never met him. I only know about him.
Right.
You know, from what I've got from his writing and from his performances and so on. So I've never met him personally. I do work with a group of young people trying to put together a creative workshop, and I was hoping in the near future we could invite him over to Bradford to do some workshops with the young people. So I'm shocked.
I mean, it's
really shocked.
65 is quite young, isn't it? Really, these days, for someone to pass. So it is sad. But you know, he'd been ill for a few weeks. So I know Benjamin didn't get the best start in life, did he? He wasn't a great achiever at school.
Well, I don't know him personally, you know what I mean? And you can read stuff about Benjamin on Wikipedia and can Google it and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm just here to give a libation.
Okay.
Have you heard of libation? You know what libation is?
No, can you tell us?
Libation is a way of paying honor to the past. You know what I'm saying? So,
off you go.
Libation is something of, in the spirit of remembrance, right? We can sometimes pour liquid on the ground, in libation, and we pour the liquid in honor of the past so that we can learn from it, and we pour to honor the importance of family, and we pour libation to give thanks to God for us being here. So I'm just want to big up and honor Benjamin Obadiah Iqbal Zephaniah. You know what I mean? I want to say thanks to the Most High for such a talented dub poet, actor, you know? And that's why I'm here, really. And if I could do a little piece, I don't know if I have 2 minutes.
Oh, yes.
I could do a little...
that would be terrific.
I could do a little piece. I didn't specially write this for Benjamin Zephaniah, but because of how he inspired me with his work, you know, he was a solid writer. He didn't sell out. He stuck to his principles. And I thought this little piece was apt. And it goes something like this. Him walk the right path with the principles of my heart. And anybody who no like that, himself he move them clot. Him walk the right path with Jah love in a him heart. And anybody didn't like that, himself he move them clot. Life is not a cakewalk when you're trying to walk the right path. Look, see, no faber shark plan a secret attack. Them stick them knife in a him back, but horse dead and crow fat within him was a divine spark going to pop like a cork. He was a shining light in the dark. He didn't come here for skylark. He didn't come here to climb beanstalk. He came and he made his mark. So if you saw him got big like Babel Tower or Noah's Ark, you shouldn't have been shocked. It was because he walked the right path. Yes, him walked the right path with the principles of my heart. And anybody who didn't like that, himself he moved them clot. Him walk the right path with Jaja love in a him heart. And anybody didn't like that, himself he moved them clot. He was faithful in his deeds, in his words, and what he taught. Look, they tried to set a trap, but they got caught. He told the dirty nose not, go and take a baptism bath, or he will give them a push start to hell in a handcart. He wasn't a car, he was a juggernaut. He wasn't a dog, he had a big bark. He wasn't a sparrow, he was like a hawk. He could talk the talk, and he walked the walk. Him walk the right path with the principles of my heart. And anybody who didn't like that, himself he moved them clot. Him walk the right path with Jah love in a him heart. And anybody didn't like that, himself he move your clot.
Hey, I was very close to joining in,
Yeah.
singing along with the final chorus.
Well, come on then, we'll do
No,
that.
no, that was terrific, Michael. So that sounded like it could easily have been written for Benjamin, actually.
Yeah,
But
it's just
that's
something.
brilliant. Have you just
something
adapted
altered.
that this morning or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very clever.
Yeah, when Jonathan rang me, big up Jonathan. when Jonathan rang me, I thought, it's good because one of the things I learned from Benjamin is when he said, me, I thought, OBE, me, up yours, I thought. And I thought, yeah, there's power in that.
Yeah, he was offered an OBE, wasn't he? But he didn't like it. And he turned it down because it was the order of the British Empire. And he wasn't very keen on that.
Yeah. So a little libation to Benjamin. There you go.
Yeah, I've come across the kind of whole libation thing from my reading of the Bible, actually. Mm-hmm. And what you said at the beginning made perfect sense. I did want to say, actually, that I made the point about Benjamin not having a great time at school. According to the BBC's tribute today, he left school at 13 and he couldn't read or write when he left school. And then he made a career out of writing. So that's very interesting, isn't it? It just shows that you can do anything.
Well, it's like that virgin guy, isn't he? I mean, he left school with very little academic qualifications, as Richard Branson.
Mr. Branson.
You know what I mean? So
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so, you know what I mean? And, there's countless people. So, yeah, academic I support. I support knowledge. I support the acquisition of wisdom and so on. But it's not all. Not at all. So, yeah, I think he had to start what God gave him. And he's now joined the ancestors. And the ancestors welcome Mr. Benjamin Obadiah Iqbal Zephaniah. Safe travel, my brother.
Yeah, well, thanks be to God, or whichever God you follow, for the life of I'm just going to call him Benjamin. I once saw him at the Greenbelt Festival, actually. I once saw him at the Greenbelt Festival, which is a kind of left-of-centre Christian festival that happens once a year.
Did you manage to get to talk to him?
No. I just listened to him, and I didn't think I was worthy of going back, trying to go backstage.
I'm sure you was. I'm sure you was.
Yeah, and it's too late now, isn't it? But a great life, well lived. And actually, I think quite good that some of the major media channels, including the BBC, have made much of it. So it's the second item on the BBC News app when I woke up this morning, his death. So we've got Rishi Sunak's future, number one, and Benjamin passing was number two.
Well, I do hope they focus on some of the positives, etc. You know what I mean? And don't just focus on some of the mistakes that we all make in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the media have a tendency to do that. So I hope they don't do that with my brother.
Mycall, have you got any interesting events, gigs, workshops coming up? Mention quickly.
We do, but I can't mention it yet until it's fully agreed.
Okay.
But watch
this space. How can people access your work?
I've got a website, Mycall Israel, and you can email me, mycallisrael@hotmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, since the COVID, I've taken a little bit of a back seat at the moment, so I'm just sort of like resurfacing at the moment.
Okay.
So I've got you can actually Google Mycall Israel and I'll pop up somewhere. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got a couple of my works on there.
And it's Mycall Israel.
Yeah. ISRELL.
Mycall, thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for sharing your libation on behalf
Sergeant.
of Benjamin with us. That was terrific.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Thanks very much.
Evening, rather.
Yeah. So that's Mycall Israel paying tribute to Benjamin Zephaniah, whose death was announced today.